Karen Sakes. We're in Marco Island, Florida. I have some of my committee members here, board members, and volunteers for Bedtime Bundles. I worked all of my life. I started working when I was 12, so I really didn't have the opportunity to do other things except work. I needed more. I needed a purpose. The idea came about in 2006 when I went to visit a camp, a migrant camp in Naples with Carmen Fontevilla. Anyway, she took me to the camp, and I thought that I was in a third world country. Look around you. This is just beauty. This is opulence. And you go 15 minutes off of the island and you think you're in a third world country. The living conditions, you know, several families living in one small trailer. No furniture, no cabinets, food just, you know, sitting out. And not even a kitchen table or chair. It's my turn to give back to the community. This is a bedtime bundle, and it's in a pillowcase, which makes it easy to transport for these kids, because once they leave Southwest Florida, they may leave with they leave with basically the clothes on their backs or what they can put into a grocery bag. So this pillowcase has a dual purpose. It holds their items that they can take with them, because they're just little innocent victims of circumstance that, you know, are taken from state to state by their parents, and their parents only want what's best for their children. So we're in hopes that they can take some of the items with them that goes into a bedtime bundle, which is pajamas, socks, underwear, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, blanket, sweatshirt, book, toy. So it's basics, things that we as individuals take for granted. Well, we assemble them here. We work out of our garage, and Cheryl is in charge of assembly. We have a person that comes and picks them up and delivers them to the school. There's a request form that the schools fill out for the age and gender of the child. We don't ask for names, we just ask for an age and a gender. And then they're delivered to the school, and the homeschool liaisons distribute them.
I've always had a passion for volunteerism, and it was always about connecting with community, which is very much, I think, Daphne, what you're trying to show. And just realizing how fortunate we are, and what a big need there is. You get so much out of it when you're the one to give. You know, I mean, it's wonderful to see these children and know you've made that much of a difference. But it's a real blessing to me.
Volunteer work is very important to me as well. I think what's so striking to me about living in such a beautiful place is that within a half an hour you can go to a place where there's so much pain and so much squalor, and I really feel some personal need to have an impact on that, to correct some of that.
Just felt very much, you know, interested. I've always loved children, and you know, to help somebody less fortunate, you know, is a privilege.
I'm retired from nursing, as is Karen, and I have this hands-on need, and it just seemed to go together, where I could actually physically do something that goes directly to the children. And so it's been very rewarding, and I've met a lot of amazing people with great ideas, and it's just getting bigger and bigger.
I've been coming to Marco for 6 months a year for about 3 or 4 years, and I've really been looking for something to get my teeth into, some type of volunteer activity I felt was worthy of me. And I tried tutoring at a school on the island. I tried tutoring at Manatee, and just didn't work out. It's just perfect. It fits exactly what I had in mind.
I've always volunteered. I've worked, but I've always volunteered because volunteering is a unique sort of way to give. As I was volunteering with the last election, I actually became very aware of the underprivileged areas of Naples and Marco as I went door to door and things, and it was quite an eye-opening experience. The things that went into the Bedtime Bundles, the book, I mean a book, you gotta have a book, and the stuffed animals, and I mean it all just spoke to me, and the fact, like everyone's saying, you can do it, you can actually do it, but then you can also do fundraising, you can do all kinds of things, and it's right here on Marco Island. I typically go to Naples back and forth every day, but if I don't have to, and if I could do everything I want to right here and know without a doubt that it's making a difference, then every second you know is being put to good use.
The housing that they live in, it's already been mentioned about no water, no heat, no air conditioning, but also some of the trailers that some of the families live in. As soon as they leave, anything that's left behind, the owners of these mega farms burn everything. They come in, they fumigate with pesticides the trailers. There's holes in the floors. There's windows broken out. People don't have anything to sleep. They don't have a bed to sleep on. These are jobs that none of us would do. And these people, though, they're so humble, and they're not looking, they're not feeling entitled at all. That they're very reticent, very reluctant to take more than just the bare essentials that they need. People are people everywhere. And we just need to remember that and try and make sure that they're treated as you and I would want to be treated.
I know what it's like to go someplace, to see someone beautifully dressed, and just wishing, and that if I only had something like that, if I had something pretty, if I had some decent food on the table. So it makes me, I've always appreciated my life, but it makes me appreciate it on an entirely different level. Now, these children, they give me so much in return. They give me much more than I could ever give them. It's just amazing. Why is she doing this?
Yes.
Well, you do it because the need is there.
I've seen poverty, but just so many cracks in the system in unique ways that Karen and all of us can be of assistance is just such a awesome opportunity, that I would encourage, everyone to go out there and visit, and everybody's heart will be touched differently, and the awareness is so important, and that we can make a difference.
Our goal, one of our goals was to involve the community, and the community has really stepped up. It's just amazing. The more we can get the word out, the more people that get involved, the better it is for Bedtime Bundles and for the children, because they're the ones that benefit. Dear parents, on behalf of Bedtime Bundles, it is with extreme joy that we offer you this bag of necessities for your child. Every child deserves a warm blanket, pajamas, and a stuffed animal to cuddle with. We are in hopes that this gives your child comfort as well as pleasures. Pleasant dreams. Dreams do come true.